I welcome you back again to another video lecture on C++ programming language, and in this video lecture, we go ahead and look at another type of operator known as logical operator. Alright, so logical operator is one of the operators we have in C++ programming language, and this helps us to check out some things like how the AND uses things like AND, double AND, so it can be used just in a similar way like other operators. Let's say A, double AND P. Alright, so what this does is that it checks if the two operands A and B are non-zeros. So if both are non-zeros, then the condition becomes true. Alright? So if both the operands are non-zero, then the condition becomes true, else the conditions become false. Alright? So when you AND both under they are non-zero, then it means that the condition is true. So the next one is, that is all. I call that, you call that all. Alright? A or B, A or B. So it's called logical OR operator. So if any of the operator is non-zero, then the condition becomes true. So if A or B, so all means that if any of them are non-zeros, then it becomes true. But if both are still non-zeros, then the condition of still becomes true. It's true, okay. So the condition still becomes true if both are non-zeros, but in the case where both are still zeros, that means it is really false. Alright? So the next one we have is the not. Alright? So this just like a reverse. Okay? This is the regular reverse, so the not is always outside the bracket. So it's called a logical not. So we used to reverse the logical state of each operand. So if a condition is true, the logical not to make that to be false, and if it is false, the logical not makes that to be true. So that is all it does. It reverses anything. So this guy is just there to make things go in the opposite direction. Alright? Let's write a simple code that will help us to understand what this does. Let's go ahead and create some integer variables of int x, and let x be equal to 5 per semicolon, and int y, and let y be equal to 8 per semicolon, and let's say int z and per semicolon. Alright. So if we initialize those things, let's go. Let's put this to be to the next line, for escape character to the next line, okay? Alright, so the next thing we need to do is, let's go create an if statement. I'm going to say that if x and y, if x and y, then C out. If x and y C out, then I'm going to say the condition is true. The condition is true. Okay. So if x and y, the condition is true. Alright? So else, let's go ahead and put else. Else the condition is false. So the condition is false, and let's make this true to be uppercase. true. Alright, so the condition is true and the condition is false. So if we run this code, it's going to give us true because x and y are non-zeros. None of them is equal to zeros. Check it out. Alright? The condition is true. Now let's go ahead and change the value of any of them to be 0. So the value of x is equal to 0. And I'll stop that. Let's run and build. Check it out. The condition is false because x is equal to 0. So if you add 0 and 8, that is 0. So the condition is 0. Alright? Now, if we change, the next one is all, the logical all, which you've already known. So go ahead and put all. This should give us true, okay? Let's go ahead and check it out. So the condition is true because it checks if any of the operand is non-zero. Okay? So because y is non-zero, then the condition is true. But if we go ahead and change the value of y from 8 to 0 and run this code, let's check it out. The condition is false because both are zeros. It checks if any of them are non-zeros, then the condition is going to become true. So if we go ahead and make something like x to be equal to 5 again, and run this code, it's going to give you true because one of them is non-zero. You see that? The condition is true. So this is how logical operator works. It's really very interesting, guys. So now, if you have these, so be true. Now, if I go and put not right before if, go ahead and add not. You can get that from your keyboard by pressing Shift and 1, it will give you not. Now, what I mean right now is, if this is true, change it to be false. Let's check out the answer and it give us the opposite. Alright, so go ahead and put this to be inside a bracket, okay? Because it's an if statement. Close that with a bracket. Alright, so if not, then put this in a bracket around this code again, and it's gonna work out fine. So you can see that the condition that was true has been turned to false. Can you see that? Now let's take this back to 8, and I'm going to AND this. Say AND this, and this is supposed to give us true, okay? But if you turn out and give us false, check it out. You see that? The condition is false. Alright, the condition is false. And when this is equal to true, when this is equal to 0, and if you run this, it will give us true. Check it out. The condition is true when it is not. Alright? So this is what the not does. The not reverses everything. So if I go ahead and remove this not operator and run this code, you see how I'm going to get the actual result, and that is false. You see that? The condition is false, but the not will reverse it. Okay. So put that back to, let's put up to 8, and let's put up to 8, and later it goes back to 5, and put back your not. Put back not. And cheese, and run the code again. And the condition is false, can you see that? So, the code is just very before you. Go ahead and put it down. Play around with it. Practice very well. And in any way you have any issue, please go ahead and use the question and answer section, and I'm going to get back to you as soon as possible. Thank you so much, and I'm going to see you in the next video lecture.